What country are you from?
Don't answer his questions.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
You don't have to answer that. You don't have to answer. The right to remain silent.
Address.
Are you from this country?
Don't answer that. I mean, he's with them. Thank you.
What's your reaction to being detained?
Excuse us. Thank you. Señor, escúchame. Dígame. Nosotros ven con nosotros, ¿ok? Vamos juntos, ¿ok? Todo está bien. Para derecha, aquí.
Immigrants are getting detained when they show up to their hearing at court. It's been reported all over the country that immigrants are showing up to their scheduled hearings and ICE is waiting for them and detaining them right then and there. And there's a strategy behind this. If you don't show up to your court hearing at all, then they can issue an automatic removal order. But now if you show up, the DHS attorneys are going to dismiss your case so that they hand you over to ICE so that it's their responsibility to deport you. So instead of getting your due process and arguing your case, the only reason why they want you to show up to your hearing so that they can deport you faster. This, my friends, is government entrapment. If you have a court date, you need to consult your lawyer before you go.
You ready to go? They coming. They coming. Hey, you better go. Y'all better go ahead. Hey, sorry.
Hey guys, welcome back again to my channel. It's so good to have you. Thank you so much for clicking when you saw this video. So I came across this on my FYP. A lot of people are actually coming out to cry out about all that is happening in the Latin community. You guys, the Latinos are really going through a lot. People are getting deported. People are getting picked up by ICE at courthouses. Like when you go to court, you might just be picked up by ICE, and it's freaking a lot of people out. Imagine going to pay your debt and you're picked up, or even just going for your court hearing and you get picked up just because you went there. A lot of people are not speculating, is it that we should go or we should not go, because this is costing a lot, or already for families. Well guys, you're welcome to the channel. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment. Let's have that conversation in the comment section. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you have not already. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button to be part of the family, and don't forget to give the video a thumbs up too so that more people can see it. Credit to all creators on this video. So let's go watch, then I'll come back with the commentary.
Can y'all please keep me lifted in prayer? It's nothing really fuck wrong with me. It's just the fact that I voted for Kamala, and that fucking "I will vote for Donald Trump" song is stuck in my head. And at random times, I catch myself screaming out, "I love my freedom." And it's fucking made me sick.
I will vote for Donald Trump. I will vote.
Raise your hands, come on.
For Donald Trump. Dale cintura, 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 cintura. I will vote for Donald Trump.
Press conference in Doral Monday, Venezuelan Americans denounced the Trump administration and South Florida Republicans.
More than betrayal.
No.
Beyond betrayal.
Shocking.
They used us.
No.
Actually, during the campaign, and I don't want to make this political, but during the campaign, the elected officials from the Republican Party, they actually told us that he was not going to touch the documented people.
I can believe that. Hey. We will vote for Donald Trump. Hey.
I have zero sympathy for Cubans that voted for that delinquent motherfucker. Y'all are now facing the consequences of your own actions because of your pure fucking ignorance. A lot of the Cubans that came here from the island and decided to support that motherfucker, that were on humanitarian parole or various other immigration programs to try and stay in this country, are now crying and suffering the fucking consequences of their own stupid fucking motherfucking actions. I just watched 3 back-to-back interviews with different Cubans that came from the island that had some type of application in with immigration and were deported back to Cuba, and they were supporters of the rapist, crying on camera. One of them even has a disabled child and another little kid. The wife had to stay back, and he was deported back to Cuba. and they were staunch supporters of this delinquent piece of shit. I am Cuban. I was born in Cuba, but I consider myself to be Cuban American. I decided to educate myself from a very young age. Back in about 2004, when John Kerry was running for president, I already knew at that point that I was a Democrat because I aligned directly with those values, because I learned in political science and US history classes in school what being a Democrat or aligning with those values was in comparison to conservative values. And mind you, my family were refugees from Cuba. My dad was a political prisoner, right, in Cuba. My whole family is conservative, Republican, but from a very young age, I decided to educate myself, to go to college, to do my own research. Even from the time I was a kid, even before going to college, I did my own research. And I always have. When you come from another country and you decide to go from one dictatorship to another, and you decide to continue supporting the same bullshit, just instead of with a communist flavor, with a fascist flavor, then you are going to reap what you sow, and you are going to collect the fruits of the bullshit that you decided to vote for. Ahora ustedes están llorando porque están deportando a sus familiares, pero acuérdense que cada cual cosecha lo que siembra y recoge los frutos de lo que siembra. Todo en la vida tiene consecuencias, y el que no se quiere educar, el que no quiere ir a la universidad o estudiar la política de este país y instruirse, pagará sus propias consecuencias por su propia ignorancia.
So I usually don't talk about this chat, but I'm gonna do it today because why not, you know? But I think Latinos for Trump is the dumbest shit I've ever seen, man, because that guy doesn't even like us, bro. He wants to get rid of all of us. So if you voted for him and you're Latino, please, like, I don't know, reevaluate your decisions or something. But because, I don't know, you're weird.
I have so many Hispanic haters down my DM calling me names, saying I have no heart, I'm not empathetic with the mass deportations. First of all, I voted for that. But second of all, I want to clarify something. I want to take you guys back to 2017 when President Trump offered DACA a pathway to citizenship on 3 separate occasions, okay? All he said was, give me money for my border wall and more border security. And I'll include a pathway for over 1.2 million people, contingent that they don't have a criminal record, have jobs, etc. Democrats, under the leadership of Nancy Pelosi as Speaker of the House, denied it on 3 separate occasions. And you want me to feel bad? See, every other racial or ethnicity in this country, whether it's Jewish Americans, whether it's, well, smart ones, right? Because we have a lot of retarded ones. Whether it's the Syrian people, President Trump was open to meeting with everybody this last election cycle, and he did. Libertarians, the Maha people in Kennedy's camp, the Cuban Americans, they all get things done in Washington, D.C. You're telling me Mexican Americans and Hispanics that want amnesty or some sort of pathway to citizenship aren't able to organize rally and meet with President Trump before the election? Why don't you guys do that? Oh, because you can't organize and you can't get shit done. All you can do is cry racism when shit goes bad, like it's happening right now. Yeah, that's why I don't feel bad.
So this is for all of my Latinos for Trump, which I will never forgive you for putting this man back in office, especially because your roots, he was never going to pick you. Anyways, so remind me again how you guys were for a person that wanted to get all the people that didn't belong here or came here the wrong way. Why are we trying to fly back white South Africans? Yeah, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to bring in some white South Africans. If you don't get the message now, like, you guys are probably the type of people that, like, your ex told you that they needed to focus on themselves, and you believe them. Like, that's the type of people that I believe you are. Because this man was never going to pick you. He was never for you. And the fact that you fell for the BS is beyond me. This was never about getting criminals out. This was about getting people like them back in and back in control. So, like, that whole rhetoric, it was a lie. I don't know if you've noticed, because you guys have been very quiet. I haven't seen a single Latino for Trump come out and, like, defend their stance, because you have no stance. They want us out. We are the target, okay? And you were complicit in getting this man back into power. But it's fine. Like, we'll have a whole therapy session about it. But, yeah, it's very clear what they're trying to do. And you know what? Like, you can still, like, make amends, but you have to start standing up. Like, you have to start speaking up. Just like you were so loud to defend this man, like, we need you now to step up and get united with us and back our community up and step up, because it's getting more radical out here. And they're only doing it step by step. They were never going to come out like in, like, you know, Star Wars Death Troopers style. No, they were going to do it piece by piece, and it's getting worse. So we need all the help that we can get, and you guys need to make this right.
Imagine voting for someone who promised to deport you. Like, you knew that your family members, a lot of them are undocumented, yet you chose to vote for that person who's promised to deport your family members, your husband, your wife, your children, your father, your grandmother, like everybody who is, seeking for pathway to citizenship in the country that happen to be in your family is getting deported or at the verge or even scared because they might just be picked up by ICE at any point. So a lot of people are not scared of going to work, going out, going to school. Some parents don't even take their children to school any longer just because they are scared the ICE might come into the school. I think before now, ICE didn't have permission to get to schools, to go into schools and deport children or pick up children. But now they do that just so that they can get across to their parents, because if ICE is holding your children, you might want to show up and let them pick you and leave your kids alone, right? So a lot of people are beginning to now find out that they made a huge mistake. While you have other people who are so excited that they voted for the current administration who is deporting a lot of people, they are excited about it. They keep saying this is exactly what we voted for. We wanted closed border, wanted this and that, forgetting that somebody in their family actually came through those borders, right? It was still these other administrations who have tried their part to make sure that borders are open or doors are open. When you come in, you can find a way to get your citizenship or get a green card in the country, right? They find a way to accommodate some countries that have issues in their country. People can come to the US to seek asylum and all that. But right now, it's as if even the people who are seeking asylum, they keep telling them, your country is better place now, so it's time for you guys to go. Like, and these guys have been there for years, naturalized into the society because they have gotten used to the whole society, gotten used to living in the US, gotten used to the whole way of life and culture. Right now, they are at the verge of getting deported if nothing is done quickly. But who is going to do something? Like, what exactly will be done? Okay, when a lot of people or a group of people came together and said, we are going to vote against our own interests. Some of these people are coming out calling on people for help and forgetting that they are the reason why their people are getting deported. Imagine going to the polling unit to vote against your brother, your sister, your mom, your dad, even your own self, because right now a lot of people are scared that nobody is safe anymore. Nobody knows what will happen tomorrow. They might wake up and say, oh, we're taking out, taking away citizenship from everybody coming from this place. Everybody, all of those kind of things. People are just scared that something now might happen. With all that is happening right now, they might make a very drastic decision which might not be favorable to, which might not be in favor of the minority. And a lot of people are just so scared, right? So many people voted for this, so many people voted for against their own people. Now children, imagine the parents going for children's graduation only to be picked up at that end. It's so scary, right? A lot of people are not scared of even going for any outing or anything at all because they are scared that they might get picked up by ICE. And trust me, a lot of people have also chosen not to speak with their family members that are, that voted for the current administration, that MAGAs. And reason we all know, right? Even at that, you still have these other people say, why will you stop, speaking to your family member because of election? Forgetting that these whole things have consequences. Election do have consequences, and that's the reason why some of these people have chosen not to speak with most of their family members, because they also have chosen not to, think about them before making decisions that are favorable or not favorable to them. They didn't care about them in the first place. And now everybody is crying out and like, why will you want to quit relationship, end relationship with your family members or your friend? Well, guys, I would love to hear your thought about today's video in the comments, right? Let's have that conversation in the comment section. Put down your thought there. Let's have that conversation. Please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Do give the video a thumbs up so that more people can see it. I look forward to seeing you all on my next video. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Thank you and thank you. Bye, guys.